Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sick and the Sikshot Gaming Channel, and today is definitely a different type of video. I just wanted to talk about Kobe Bryant in today's video, and I know I'm a gaming YouTube channel, but my first love is basketball. I'm a basketball coach, and I grew up watching basketball since I was like 5 years old, right? And I'm on the older side. I'm 30, and so I was alive for Jordan, basically, or I was old enough to see Jordan, but I only really remember the second three-peat. The first three-peat, I was way too young to remember. So when Jordan faced the Lakers and Portland and Seattle. No, sorry. When you faced Phoenix, I was too young to remember that. So I definitely remember the two times he faced Utah and a little bit of Seattle, right? But like I said, even though I consider Michael Jordan to be the greatest basketball player ever, I only seen half. Not even half, but I only really remember the later part of his career. And of course I remember Wizards Jordan and so on and so forth. But this man right here, I remember his career. I remember Kobe Bryant's full career, and he is my era Jordan. Kobe Bryant is my era Jordan for me, right? It's not even LeBron to me. It's Kobe Bryant, right? And I'm a T-Mac fan, right? I'm a Tracy McGrady fan, right? Been a Tracy McGrady fan since 2000, since he went to Orlando and had his breakout season. And then if you know anything about Tracy, there was a time period where if you was a T-Mac fan, you had many arguments about who's better, T-Mac or Kobe, T-Mac or Kobe. And I had so many arguments on the T-Mac side against all my friends who was Kobe fans. And they was like, Kobe's way better and this and this and that. And I'm here like, yo, T-Mac's better and so on and so forth. And so many arguments and debate that was like so great back in the day. I remember when T-Mac hit 62 and Kobe career high wasn't 62 yet. It was like 55 or something like that. I was going crazy. I was like, yo, look, Kobe would never hit 62, just so on and so forth. And I was going crazy when I was in school. And I believe it's either the same season. No, it wasn't the same season. But I think the year after, Kobe hit 62 in 3/4. And I had to shut up. I had to shut up. But then I still like, it don't matter. T-Mac still they got the same as this. They tied, right, for career high. And then eventually down the road, Kobe comes and scores 81. And I'm like, damn. I can't have this argument no more. I can't make this argument about T-Mac and Kobe no more. Because that's especially when T-Mac was on the decline because of injuries. And Kobe is just still getting better and better and better. He really started developing that jump shot. And then once he developed that jump shot, it was like, damn. Like, Kobe could shoot. But I felt like at that time period, T-Mac was a better shooter. Like, Kobe had the little mid-range, but his jump shot wasn't his Kobe's jump shot yet. And then he developed that jump shot, unstoppable fadeaways, the post game, so on and so forth. Shaq leaving Kobe was probably the best thing for Kobe to develop his game. Those 2 to 3 years he stood around 7th for AFC, facing the Phoenix Suns in the playoff and getting knocked out, really made Kobe a better player. And then, like I was saying, I just got to a point where I could never make the argument T-Mac over Kobe. I just had to respect, like, yo, Kobe's just that dude. And I'm sorry, T-Mac, you my favorite player, but you ain't Kobe. And I just had to shut up about that. And I remember that. I remember that for a fact. And I used to hate Kobe. Not hate Kobe as a person, but I hated the basketball player Kobe because he was just so damn great. And then he was in T-Mac's way. I feel like for being like the best player in the league, or like they are considered the best player in the league, and so on and so forth, or somewhat and so forth. And then it turned into just ultimate respect for that guy. That guy's just ridiculous. Kobe's is amazing. He had that stretch of like 5 games or 4 games where he scored 50. That stretch as well was like, oh my God. He had like 5. If I remember correctly, I think it was 5, but it could be 4. But he had like 4 games of 50 in a row. I'm like, yo, that is ridiculous. Yo, how is he doing this? Like, T-Mac probably has 550 games, career games total. And then Kobe is doing this in a row in one season. I'm like, damn, yo. So that was my experience when I was younger, like as watching basketball and watching Kobe and so on and so forth. And then later on to Kobe's career, he's like 34. He's still killing. He's still doing him. Still averaging 25, 27 points per game. Still doing his thing. And then the Achilles injury happened, and then that's what set him back. And I felt like, damn. The way I feel about LeBron now, like LeBron's a superhuman with the way his health is and everything like that. When is he going to start regressing? I felt that way first about Kobe. Because Kobe was that. At 34, he was still killing. People forget 34, 35, the age that LeBron is now. Kobe was still killing until the Achilles tear. And then he came back from the Achilles tear and had a bad season shooting wise, averaged 17 points per game, and it was shooting terrible, right? So I think that's when a little bit of the hate for Kobe came back, and I used to kind of talk mess like, yo, Kobe, you doing bad, yo, you, like, what's going on, so on and so forth. And then his last game of the season, he dropped 60. And I ain't get to see the game, but when I heard about the news, I'm like, that must be a sympathy game. Like, they must have like let him score or something like that for him to hit 60, and for his whole season he was bad. And then I watched the highlights and everything, and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was some vintage Kobe. Like, the shots he was hitting in people's faces and so on and so forth. It was crazy. It was so crazy, and I was amazed, and I grew the ultimate respect again for Kobe. I was like, wow, that was crazy. Even the 81 point game, right? I didn't see that game either. I didn't watch that game either. I think I was home. I had basketball practice, so when I came home, I went to sleep or something like that. And then I woke up, and there was a thing back in the day called Skonex. So I was in. It was like the first Facebook and so on and so forth, right? So it was something back in the day called Skonex, and I woke up and went in a Skonik chat, and then it was like, yo, Kobe dropped 81, Kobe dropped 81. And I'm like, you're lying. So I'm thinking I'm legit still dreaming at this time period for people to say Kobe dropped 81. And then I go on NBA.com, and then the whole page is like black and white. And they got 81. They got I'm like, the score, and then he got his points, and he got 81 Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, wow. I can't believe this. Kobe really just did a video game. Like, he just dropped video game numbers. That's ridiculous. And I was amazed by that and inspired by that. Also, even when he was playing and he started his Mamba mentality persona, I was so amazed and inspired by that. Like, the commercial you had with Kanye West when he said, are you, how does he said it exactly? I think he said, are you the same animal but a different beast? And then Kanye was like, what the hell are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? And then a lot of people was like, that don't make sense. But honestly, that made sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me. Even in regards to basketball and even in life. Because like basketball and sports mimic life. To me, it meant, are you that same fierce competitor on whatever you do, but you're attacking something in different ways? That's how I took it, right? Are you the same beast but a different animal? To me, I took it like, yo, you still aggressive and strong and still trying your hardest, but then you're doing it in a different way. And that's how I took it. And then that was like, that quote right there was like, meant a lot to me. Like, it was like so strong and inspiring, and I never heard that ever before, and it was crazy. Also, me being a basketball player when I was young and just learning the game of basketball, I used to like try to take stuff for everybody. Like, I was heavily influenced by T-Mac, but unfortunately I was short also, so I couldn't do everything T-Mac did. Even with Kobe, I couldn't do everything Kobe does like that. But one thing Kobe showcased, which was like I could copy and put into my game, was his footwork. His footwork was impeccable, and that dribble, drive, pump fake, reverse spin, pivot, jump shot move. When I first seen he did that move, I was in awe and amazed. And the very next day, I went to the basketball court trying to learn that move, because the footwork on that move, I never seen it done before. I'm pretty sure Jordan probably have done it, but Kobe mastered that move, and he pulled that move out more than once. And that move was just amazing, and so on and so forth. And then, yeah. So I just I was inspired by him as a basketball player. And then his life after basketball, I was even more inspired by. I love the stuff he was doing, the detail on ESPN, breaking down how players play and so on and so forth. I love the movie making thing he was doing with the short poems, stuff like that. I love that. That was great. I love everything he was doing after basketball, and I was excited to see his life after basketball. I definitely love what he was doing with Gigi. That Gigi was following his footsteps and wanted to play basketball, because we know Kobe Bryant doesn't have a son. So Kobe Bryant doesn't have a son. So I used to have like, damn, I know he's trying to go for that boy to continue that legacy. But Gigi was going to continue that legacy. Like, and in 13 years old, and you see the Mamba in her when she plays. And I was so excited to see how she turns out in her career, because I follow like women's basketball a little bit. More so high school women's basketball, because that's the realm that I coach and stuff like that. And hopefully one day I have the opportunity to coach a women's basketball team, high school basketball. I would love to do that. And then, yeah, it was just crazy to wake up Sunday and I go on Facebook and I see my boy post up the TMZ article, like literally a minute, after they make that article. He posted it on Facebook. So I comment and say, "Yo, please be lying, like that can't be true." And then I go on TMZ, I read the article, and then I go on Google and type in about Kobe Bryant being dead, and I don't see nothing at all on Google. So then I go on Twitter, and when Twitter's talking all about it, but they getting these sources from TMZ. So I'm hoping that everything is good, like hoping it's a hoax, and that's not true. And then later on, CNN posts it, and NBA.com posts the article, posts Kobe Bryant being dead, and I'm saying that like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You really have to be kidding me right now. Like, Kobe Bryant really is dead. Wow. And it hit me, right? And I'm like, you got it. I'm like, I was sad, and then I felt for the family. I felt for his family, felt for the girls, and I definitely felt for Gigi. And I'm like, oh Lord, she's gonna be devastated. Like, come on, yo. And then I'm sitting there and I really think about it, and I'm like, please don't let Gigi be with him on that helicopter. And then this is when the report was saying that it was only 5 people on the helicopter. And I'm like, please don't let Gigi be in that helicopter. Then more reports came out talking about all his daughters was on the helicopter. So I'm like, that's impossible, because if you say 5 people was on a helicopter and then he has 4 daughters, that means he was driving a helicopter. And also he has a new, like a 7-month-old daughter who wouldn't be able to fly. And I'm pretty sure it's not safe for the 3-year-old to be able to fly as well. So I'm like, nah, that can't be true. His daughters is good. His daughters are good. And then later on, they updated it and said Gigi was on the helicopter, confirmed, and she died with Kobe Bryant. And then I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, yo. And that shit hit me hard. So I already felt it with Kobe. And then I'm hearing Gigi was on the helicopter as well. I'm really feeling it now. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. What kind of day is this, yo? Like, and then I go on Facebook, and you know, everybody on Facebook is posting about it. And then I see a video, like a well put together video of Kobe Bryant highlights, and then just stuff with him in general. And they showing Gigi when she's a baby running to Kobe, and he picking her up and grabbing and having and embracing her in his arms, and then just them throughout the years together. And that shit hit me hard, and I just started crying, just started OD crying. I'm like, yo, this is so sad, yo. And then I had another breakdown when I see another type of video like that. And then I'm just like sitting there crying, just repeating, yo, this is sad. This is so sad. I can't believe it. This is so sad. So, and I don't know Kobe Bryant at all. Never met him. I wish I probably would have went to a basketball game and meet him some way, somehow, but never ever did. And was he even a Kobe Bryant fan growing up? And this affected me so hard. Like, it affected me so damn hard. The story in general is just sad that Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant, and the 7 other people that was in the helicopter just died like this. Like, just it's crazy. Like, it's real crazy that this happened to the other 13-year-old girl, the 2 other 13-year-old girls, the coach, the mother and father, the other mother, I believe, and the pilot. It's just crazy and sick, and it's like, how can this happen to a person? Like, it's like, I don't even know, man. I don't understand it. I know God has a plan for everybody, but you're not supposed to question his plan, but it's hard to understand this plan. And I don't understand it at all. And it's crazy to me. And this is this is a normal routine for him. Taking that helicopter was a normal routine for him. He did it all the time since his playing days. And then for this to happen, I feel it's just crazy to me, you know. And it's just sad that I won't get to see the second act of Kobe's life after basketball. We got a glimpse of it, and it looked like he was going to be great in it, like everybody else is saying. Me personally, I was super tuned into it because he's doing similar things that I'm doing, coaching basketball. And then, I don't know if you want to compare YouTube and being media centric, but kind of, sort of, right? And I was just always fascinated on the mindset and how he has the game, how he views the game, and then watch him do the detail series and so on and so forth. I'm just like in awe, and everything he did after basketball, I was in awe with him during basketball, him playing basketball, but I was even more in awe him after basketball, especially coaching in his daughter and teaching his daughter how to play, and if I'm fortunate enough, if I ever have kids, I want to go down that same path as well, teaching my child how to play the game of basketball. And then I was tuned in. I was really tuned in on everything he was doing after basketball. I was tuned in on his second act. I was tuned in on Gigi's career. I watched almost all her highlights and so on and so forth whenever she played in overtime, put it up, or whatever else basketball YouTube outlet or media puts her highlights up. I watched it to see how her game was and so on and so forth. And it's just real sad, yo. It's sad, yo. If you are a basketball fan, like I am, right? Even if you're not a fan of Kobe Bryant and you're a fan of the game of basketball, this had to affect you. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. This right here had to affect you deeply. It may not affect you like how it affected me, but I know it affected you. And it's like the world stopped on Sunday. January 25th, the world stopped. And It's just crazy. It's just a real crazy situation, and it's a sad situation, and I can't believe I'm still probably a little bit in denial now. Like every single day, I think about the situation to the point where I felt like I had to talk out on it, even though I'm a nobody. And it's like, who cares what I think about the situation? Maybe, I don't know, but I just feel like I had to talk and then tell people how I felt about this situation. I don't know, man. It's just crazy, and I'm sad, very sad to lost Kobe Bryant this way. I'm sad for not me I'm sad for the whole world to lose Kobe Bryant, Gigi, and the 7 other people on the plane this way. It's real crazy. I feel for Nessa. I feel for the rest of her kids. I feel for his pops, his mother, his sisters. I feel for T-Mac. I seen T-Mac interview and he was breaking down because that was Tracy McGrady's best friend. They had a real close relationship, and I feel for him, with him definitely being my favorite player, and I feel for him and everything like that. And it's a crazy situation, man. And I don't know much more to say on it, but I'm thankful for the game of basketball, and I'm thankful for Kobe Bryant being part of the game of basketball and in teaching me and inspiring me to go out and have that Mamba like a mentality with everything I try to put myself into. Mamba mentality is a mindset you could approach, or not approach, but apply to anything you do, right? And I need to be more Mamba like with everything, especially I need to go harder when it comes to coaching and being involved in this basketball world. I need to go harder even with the YouTube world, because I definitely know I've been slacking on my YouTube thing. Like, I barely upload videos like that anymore and so on and so forth. And I know a lot of people enjoy my content, and I probably losing them and so on and so forth for not uploading like that, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm gonna try my best to apply that Mamba mentality to everything I do in life right now, because that's what Kobe did, right? He did his hardest. Like, he's one of the hardest workers in the NBA. Like I said, first one in the gym, last one out. And he's one of the hardest workers outside the NBA. And Kobe Bryant is a very special person. Very special person. And we should all try to be more Mamba-like and have that Mamba mentality and try your hardest in anything you want to do in life. Try to be the best in it. Try your hardest to achieve greatness in it. Anything. And then with that being said, I'm going to sign out. Kobe Bryant, the basketball world loves you. And we sorry we had to lose you and your daughter Gigi and the 7 others this way. Thank you, Kobe Bryant.